Welcome back to TFacts, your go-to channel for all things trending in reality TV. Today, we're diving into some sizzling stories from Below Deck Down Under Season 3 that are making waves. Let's jump right in. First up, we have the notorious Bosun Wihan Du Toit. Despite being a troublemaker on the show, there are signs he might just be safe from the chopping block, and his chaotic antics could be keeping him on board. Let's take a closer look. Next, we're discussing Johnny Arvanitis. While he may not be as villainous as Wihan, his angry outburst has raised eyebrows and questions about his behavior. Is he headed down a dark path, or can he redeem himself? We've got the details. Moving on, Chief Stew Lara Rigby is facing some serious challenges this season. Is her leadership slipping? We'll explore the signs that might point to her impending departure and what it means for the crew dynamic. And finally, we're tackling a much more serious topic: Wihan Du Toit's recent misogynistic comments. We'll analyze the impact of his words and what it reveals about his character on the show. You won't want to miss this critical discussion. Stay tuned as we unpack all this drama and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep up with all the latest from Below Deck Down Under. Let's get started. Bosun Wihan Du Toit has been quite the troublemaker this season on Below Deck Down Under, but despite all the drama, there are still signs he might not be getting fired anytime soon. Season 3 has seen him navigate some chaotic moments, including a notorious villain edit that seems more focused on him than anyone else aboard the Katina. Wihan's romantic encounters have certainly added to his bad boy reputation. Remember that steamy kiss with Chef Tsarina Mace-Ralph during a wild game of truth or dare? But that was just the tip of the iceberg. He quickly went on a date with Stew Marina Marcons de Barros, only to later reject both her and Chef Tsarina in favor of deckhand Stew Adair Worley. It's clear his love life is as messy as his leadership style. Beyond the romance, there's been serious tension in his role as bosun. His laid-back, carefree approach to leadership has caused frustration among his crew, particularly with Chief Stew Lara Rigby and deckhands Harry Van Villet and Johnny Arvanitis. The conflict reached a boiling point when Johnny punched a wall out of frustration, and Harry was left in tears, comforted by his boatmates, Brianna Duffield. Despite all this drama, Captain Jason Chambers seems reluctant to let Wihan go. After firing Sue's chef Anthony Bird, it looks like he's trying to avoid replacing more crew members early in the season. Jason's focus appears to be on training Wihan to be a better leader rather than sending him packing. Throughout the season, Wihan has faced numerous challenges, including accusations of mishandling safety protocols, yet Jason still seems to support him. Interestingly, Wihan's ongoing feud with Lara is an issue for the entire crew dynamics. As the power struggle between the interior and exterior teams continues, Wihan has openly admitted that his team has plenty of free time and doesn't need to assist others. That attitude hasn't sat well with Lara and Chef Tsarina, who feel that the deck team is coasting while the interior crew picks up the slack. Even though there's pressure on Wihan from his conflicts, he continues to deliver results, getting guests where they need to go without major disasters aboard. In fact, Captain Jason values Wihan's adaptability and calmness under pressure. It looks like Wihan is here to stay, at least for now, as his entertainment value is undeniable. His flirtations with nearly every woman on board may be frustrating for some, but they certainly add to the show's drama. Expect to see Wihan continuing to stir the pot, especially as he confronts deckhand Harry over those pointed comments regarding his leadership. One thing's for sure: Wihan Du Toit is in the spotlight, and it seems the drama in Below Deck Down Under isn't going away anytime soon. Next, let's shift our focus to Johnny Arvanitis, who has proven to be an intriguing character this season on Below Deck Down Under. While he doesn't carry the same villainous reputation as Wihan, his angry outbursts have caught the attention of fans and crew alike. Johnny's journey has been filled with ups and downs, and it's clear that he struggles to manage his emotions in high-stress situations. As a first-time below-deck yachty, Johnny is still finding his footing aboard the Katina. Despite having nearly a decade of experience in the yachting industry, he's been confronted with challenges that have tested his composure. The high-stakes environment and intense personalities surrounding him have led to moments of frustration, particularly when it comes to his interactions with Wihan. One particularly dramatic incident unfolded when Johnny found himself in a confusion over a romantic situation with sous chef Alicia Harris. In a recent episode, Alicia accidentally crawled into bed with Wihan instead of Johnny. The mix-up could have been humorous, but Johnny's reaction was anything but. Discovering that Alicia had mistaken Wihan for him sent him spiraling, leading to an explosive reaction where he punched a wall out of frustration. While Johnny's feelings are understandable, this loss of control raises questions about how he handles conflicts, especially as tensions run high among the crew. Though he didn't lash out at Alicia or Wihan directly, his anger was palpable and concerning to viewers. It's a reminder that even for someone with his experience, the emotional turmoil of the below-deck environment can take its toll. Throughout this season, Johnny has, for the most part, maintained a calm and rational demeanor, even during some of the show's more chaotic moments. Yet, this particular incident brings forth a different side of him, one that is possessive and overwhelmed by the emotional stakes of his relationships on board. Johnny has been open about his struggles, emphasizing the need for a moment to process what's happening around him rather than simply swallowing his feelings. As we continue to watch Johnny's journey on Below Deck Down Under, it will be crucial for him to find a way to channel his emotions without resorting to outbursts. While he shouldn't be excused for acting out, viewers are starting to recognize that he's not a malicious character. Rather, he's a guy navigating a complicated social landscape. So, can Johnny redeem himself after this outburst? Will he learn to manage his emotions and find a balance between the pressures of life on the yacht and his personal relationships? Keep an eye on Johnny as we delve further into this season's intricacies and drama. It's clear that his journey is just beginning, and we can't wait to see how it unfolds. Now, let's turn our attention to Chief Stew Lara Rigby, who is facing serious challenges that could impact her future on Below Deck Down Under. Lara, who initially seemed like a strong leader, is now under scrutiny as signs indicate that her leadership may be slipping. This season has thrown plenty of curveballs her way, and her ability to manage the crew effectively is being tested like never before. From the moment she took over for former Chief Stew Isha Scott, fans had high expectations for Lara. While she possesses ample experience, her strict leadership style has started to clash with the personalities of her crew, particularly with Bosun Wihan Du Toit. Their ongoing power struggle has escalated, resulting in increased tension between the interior and exterior teams, which is never a good thing for a yacht crew. One of the primary issues arose when Stew Marina Marcans de Barros confronted Lara about her management decisions. During the charter season, Marina expressed her frustration about being stuck on housekeeping duty, while other stews, like Brianna, were rotated to service. This feeling of being overlooked seemed to ignite a spark of dissent among the interior team, raising questions about Lara's ability to fairly manage her crew. Lara's attempts to justify her decisions by claiming that Brianna's experience made her the natural choice for service didn't resonate with Marina, who felt unfairly punished. As respect and morale within the team began to fracture, it became clear that Lara might be losing the crew's confidence. Even Captain Jason Chambers, who has previously maintained a neutral stance, appears to be losing his patience with the never-ending clashes between Wihan and Lara. His warning to Wihan about taking accountability hint at his frustration with the entire situation, and if he decides to take Wihan's side, it could cost Lara her position. The situation escalated dramatically after a chaotic foam party left the deck in disarray, further intensifying the feud. Captain Jason had to intervene, expressing his annoyance at both Lara and Wihan, making it evident that neither was meeting his expectations for teamwork and accountability. With so much drama unfolding between the two, Lara's position on board the Katina is growing increasingly precarious. To make matters more complicated, Lara's relationship with Chef Tsarina is on shaky ground. The two initially seemed to have a friendly alliance, but as mounting pressures from the charter season continued, their dynamic has shifted. Chef Tsarina's resentment towards Lara's controlling nature could lead to another divide in an already fractured crew. Lara needs to reassess her approach if she wishes to maintain her position as Chief Stew. Her rigid leadership style, while admirable in some aspects, may ultimately backfire if she doesn't find a way to connect with her crew. It's vital for her to strike a balance between guest satisfaction and crew morale, and if she can't, her time on the show may be cut short. As we continue to watch Lara navigate these challenges, it remains to be seen whether she can reclaim her authority and restore harmony among the Katina crew. Will she rise to the occasion and prove her worth as a leader, or is the pressure too much for her to handle? Stay tuned to find out how this drama unfolds. And finally, we need to address a much more serious topic: the controversial comments made by Wihan Du Toit regarding women. Throughout this season of Below Deck Down Under, his behavior has drawn criticism, but recent comments have taken things to a whole new level. Wihan's remarks have been described as misogynistic and deeply troubling, raising questions about his character and respect for the women aboard the Katina. In a recent episode, Wihan made sweeping generalizations about older women, suggesting that they become jealous of younger women as they age and feel as though they have nothing going for them anymore. This kind of language is not only offensive but harmful, as it perpetuates damaging stereotypes about women and their worth based on age. It reflects a troubling mindset that undermines the contributions and value of women, both on the yacht and in society as a whole. These comments sparked outrage among fans and crew members alike, highlighting a significant concern about Wihan's attitude toward his female colleagues. His inability to recognize the impact of his words raises critical questions about whether he can truly work in a collaborative environment, especially one that relies on teamwork and respect. Wihan's behavior this season has been marked by a lack of professionalism, failing to provide the leadership expected from a bosun. Not only has he struggled to effectively guide his team, but his flirtation and romantic entanglements have often overshadowed his responsibilities. His recent comments have only exacerbated the perception that he doesn't take his role seriously or view his female counterparts as equals. As the season progresses, it remains to be seen whether Wihan will acknowledge the gravity of his words and take steps to change his behavior. His comments have already put him at odds with viewers and fellow crew members, potentially jeopardizing his standing on the show. Many fans are left wondering if Bravo will take action, given the serious nature of his remarks. Will the network address Wihan's behavior, or will he continue to evade accountability? This situation is a reminder of the importance of respectful communication and the impact words can have, particularly in a diverse workplace like a luxury yacht. As we keep following this season of Below Deck Down Under, it's essential to reflect on these ongoing issues of respect, accountability, and how members of the crew treat each other. Wihan's journey isn't just about cringeworthy moments. It's a larger conversation about gender dynamics and the standards we hold for those in leadership positions. Stay tuned as we continue to cover this unfolding drama and dig deeper into the implications of Wihan's actions on the show.